Good morning, everyone, and hello, students. I am Professor Poonam Choubey from the SIRT College of CSIT department. Today, we will learn about the Android app development, which is impractical in your syllabus, but we will learn about the some theory content, and it is useful for your Viva also. So let's start for the beginners for the Android. So Android, first two PPTs in this session are the syllabus and the RGPV scheme, which is important for your contents. Third PPT, we will see the course outcomes, which is useful for your course. And the next PPT, we will see the some contents about the Android app development. So we are seeing here, first point is the introduction to Android. Second is Android history. Third is the versions of Android. Fourth is the architecture of Android. Fifth, features of Android. Sixth, Android for developers. Seventh, advantages and disadvantages of Android app development. Right? In the next PPT, we will move on. We will see here the history of Android in the introduction part. In the back slide, we are seeing here is the introduction of Android. So in the introduction of Android, here is the some points. Which is the points? First is the history of Android. Why we use the Android? What are the features of Android? And the last one is application of Android. So let's see what is the Android. So before we have learned about the Android, we are aware about the operating system because Android is the operating system, right? In the first line in the PPT, what is written here? The Android is not a name of mobile or an app. It means Android app, it is wrong, and the Android mobile, it is also wrong. We can say Android is an Android operating system. In the second line, what are the PPT saying? The Android is a mobile operating system, right? So operating system is the basic terminology with the Android. So what is the operating system? First, we know about the operating system, right? Operating system, you have read about many times. The operating system is a system software, right? System software that manages the computer's hardware and the software resources. It manages both hardware and the software and provides the common services, the common behavior, or we can say a common platform for the computer programmers. So operating system is the basic terminology and it is adding with the Android. Then it is completely, we can say, Android operating system, right? So this is the type of operating system, not the type of mobile, not the type of Android app. So Android, in the second point, we can say Android is an open source software platform. And here we are seeing a open source word. Open source means when source code, when a source code is reusable by any of person, any of company, and it can be reusable again and again, then it is called the open source software, open source software platform. Android is open source software platform. It means Android supports the open source terminology, open source software platform. It means Android has a source code, right? Android has a source code which can be changed, which can be reused, which can be expanded by any user, by any programmer, by any of company. It is a free of cost. It is a open source software platform. In the third point, we it is a based on a modified versions of a Linux kernel. Linux kernel is a main part. It is a main contained in the Android architecture. So when we will read about the Android architecture, then we will see here is the one part in the architecture in the inner side, which is called the Linux kernel, and it has the main role in the Android app development. So we will see it further. So continue. Android is a powerful operating system and supporting a large number of applications in smartphones. Basically, we are seeing Android is a operating system. Okay, we will well known. Android is an operating system and it has a large number of application also. It means in your smartphone you can use a many types of operating system, many type of applications. Sorry, applications. It means we will download it from the Google Play or any other applications, right? So Android supports or Android has a powerful tool. It supports the so many operating so many applications. Android designed preliminary for the touch screen mobile devices such as the smartphones or the tablets. Android is basically made for the touch screen. Touch screen could be a mobile devices, could be a tablets, could be a smartphones, and any other devices. It supports basically for the touch screen devices, right? So Android was basically made for the touch screen mobile devices. Google has further developed the Android TV for televisions, Android Auto for the cars, and the Wear's operating system for wristwatches, and each with a specialized user interface. It means in the future we will see the Google will develop the Android operating systems in the TV, in the mobile phone, in the wristwatch, in the auto cars, and many other things. So this is the future of the Android, right? So this is the basic introduction for the Android app development. We can see here is a summary. We can summarize it by the Android is the basically a operating system. It is a open source operating system and it is designed for the touch screen devices. And we will see in the next slide a small summary about the Android. It is very helpful for the Viva also, right? So here is a key points for the Android operating system. First is the developer, Google. It means the developer company of Android is the Google, and it is written in Java. It means the source code of the Android is written in Java. Source model open. It means it has the in the backslide we can also see the second point. Android is a open source software platform. It means the source model of Android is the open source it or open. The working status is available. Although this is the open source, so basically it is available for all the users, and its source code is also available for the users, right? So it has the open source software system available in 100 plus languages. It means more than 100 plus languages it can support. Last one is the official website. The official website for the Android is made by the Google is android.com. You can search it android.com in the Google. So this is the small brief about the Android app development or Android operating system. Here is a small summary and a small introduction we have learned in this PPT. So thank you so much for attending the session and thank you so much. Good day. Sejanandam.